at Jizzle. Optimal. Yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? We are live on a couple different ways. I'm Kris KeyZ. Welcome to the KeyZ method in several different ways. Got my homie Pat G. What's up, man?
Pat G, Mr. Relentless himself, y'all. Glad to be here. Appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to chop it up, man. Y'all see me on the KeyZ method on YouTube, man. We talk. I've been doing a series called The 14 Keys of Thinking Like a Pro. I've been interviewing like people in the music industry, kind of hearing their stories. And man, I'm about to do a whole new series, an indie series, man. I'm about to tap in with up and coming artists, DJs, producers. So if you out there, artists, up and coming, got some stuff coming up, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Love to have you on the show for sure. But today, real quick, man, I wanted to have a conversation with my homie Pat G. And man, just this pandemic in 2020, I feel like, you know, I've talked to a lot of people and they're like, man, I just got stuck. I can't get traction right now. I'm not creative. Man, I'm just like, I can't get nothing going. So I wanted to have a conversation with you, man, and just kind of pick your brain and bat some ideas around and just have a discussion live and see how we can encourage each other, man. Because I feel like, you know, this whole world is just a big flower, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, a plant, it was a study done. If you curse a plant out, that flower would die, you know what I'm saying? Then they had another flower and they just spoke good things to it. So this earth is a big flower, man. So we want to feed good energy and nutrition to it. So I want to talk about goals, man. Like, what's some things we could do, some pointers to somebody trying to accomplish some goals, some short-term goals, not long-term goals, but we need you guys to get started.
Short-term goals.
Short-term goals.
Yeah. I know.
Short-term goals.
Something that when you think about a goal, it's an aim. It's something that you're trying to push towards. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, I can't think of too many times, but most of the time, something where you're trying to do something positive or beneficial for yourself in the future. So I think one thing that's really important whenever you're talking about goals is to make sure that you set the goal and you make the goal something that's gonna push you out of your comfort zone, but not too much if you're just getting started. Now, if you're kind of in a groove and you knocking out these goals every day, every week, whatever it may be, set something really high for yourself, right? But if you're somebody that's kind of like already behind and you're like trying to get up out of the rut or out of a hole, it's best to really start a small goal, something that you can do every single day, and then build on top of that and compound it. So that's one thing I always tell people. So
yeah, definitely, man. I would say my thing is my first little gem is preparation.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was Abraham Lincoln. He said, if I had 6 hours to cut down a tree, I'll spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe.
Yeah.
And the next 2 cutting. So, I mean, that to me, that was like, all right. I think sometimes we move too quick. Sometimes we have a goal to do something. We have a big goal, but then we just start moving and running sometimes. And I feel like sometimes it's best to just, you know, sit down and, you know, get a pen and paper and write the goal down. Is this a long-term goal? Is this a short-term goal? You know, there's a story I read. I think it was like Pharaoh. I mean, don't quote me on this, but let's just say his name was Pharaoh. And he told the guys, he's like, hey, I have this money for you. But he told 2 guys, you know, we'll call them Kris and Pat G. Yeah. So he told him, he said, I want you to build a temple. And I'm going to give you 4 years to build it. I'm sorry. And he said, once you build it, I'll give you all the riches. I'll give you the gold, you know, whatever you desire. You never have to worry. You never have to want for anything. Right. And so we'll say, you know, Kris went out there and he started, you know, dragging these big old stones. They're so heavy. And it took him like a week just to move one stone. That's how heavy they were. Right.
Yeah.
And so he finally, like after like a year, finally got the first foundation built. So I will go back to Pat G. Man, you ain't working. Why are you working? I'm out here running around building this temple, you know what I'm saying, for Pharaoh. And you was just in your room like, man, leave me alone. I'm writing. And I was like, man, you ain't doing that. You better get out here work. They're going to kill you. Pharaoh's going to kill you, right? You know, so long story short, this is the short version. But, you know, so I kept working, trying to strengthen my way and hustle my way to build this temple. When all along the story was told that Pat G was over here writing a plan down, coming up with a crane. Yeah. So after 3 or 4 years, I finally got this first road done, and here you come out here making all this noise with a crane. Put your science to work and found the rope, had the crane, and was able to now move these rocks with the idea in the crane, and you was able to build this temple in like a week. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When I was out here working, and you know what I'm saying? So that's the strategy of goals. Sometimes I think we should just make it plain and say, okay, let me just go through everything. And so what do you think about that idea? Is that like work for you, or what do you think?
Definitely. I mean, the way I see it kind of from both perspectives. There's the guy that just started working. Let's just say you're the one that's carrying all those rocks and those slabs and everything. It's a good thing because you got started.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're actually doing something, right? But I think over time you start to see like sometimes it's good to work hard, but it's better to work smarter once you start learning more.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I see it from both sides, but definitely you do want to take the time to really, like you said, like prepare, really, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you got it right. So
my next nugget is research, guys. It's the 2021 already,
age
man.
Information. We in age of information.
Gosh. I'm doing something called the KeyZ method right now. People come to me all the time and ask me, how is it in the music industry? You know what I do? I tell them, go look at the KeyZ method. I got information from guys in the industry, you know. I mean, I think, guys, people want to see you put your foot first, your foot forward first. You know, you will always be your biggest and loudest cheerleader. So that means you got to go out there and put the cheers in, put in the work, and then people will see that and want to join in and follow. You know what? My grandmother is, I don't know how old she is. My grandmother, you know, she looks like she's 45. She might be 80. I don't know. Yeah. But she found out that I was doing a YouTube channel, and I never really mentioned anything to her. But a while back, I was like, I want to get 200 subscribers. I'm still small. And don't you know my grandmother called me like 3 times and started getting on the phone with all her friends and be like, hey baby, I gotta follow my baby on YouTube. Yeah. And the reason was because I already had 30, 40, almost 50 videos up there, and she doesn't know about YouTube. She's like, is it free? How do they sign up? I mean, she doesn't know about it, but it's like she saw the effort and the work already put in. And guys, I think that's a big part of somebody else trying to join in and buy into what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? They want to see you put your money up first, put your energy up first. Right. You know, sometimes.
One thing about you said research, right?
Research. So gotta research.
One thing about that, man, is it's like it's that snowball effect. You know what I'm saying? When somebody see you doing something good for yourself, or somebody see you putting pressure on something, everybody wants to be where the energy's at. Everybody wants to be where the energy's at. If somebody don't have that energy, they even if the energy's bad, even, you know, you gotta think about that too. It can be good or bad energy, but everybody wants to be where the energy's at. So just like you said, put yourself out there, and then people will follow you. They really will. I mean, I got my Be Relentless brand and stuff like that. I have a page on my phone or in my inbox, my Google, my Drive or whatever, and it's just all the pictures of people that have taken the pictures in their merch and stuff like that. And really seeing that is just like, man, it's crazy watching how everybody really been supporting me over the years and still do. So, you know, put yourself out there. You can't really go wrong.
You can't go wrong, man. So what do you think about like the focus side of it? Like, how much focus does it start to get started on your goals? Is it?
Man,
because I feel like this is the era of new skills. You know, like I feel like, you know, growing up for me, like I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 82. So when I grew up, you had the specialist, you know, you had the special like foot doctor, eye doctor, or like specialist carpenter. You know, we had in the music industry, you was a specialist at engineering. You was a specialist at producing a song. Well, I feel like now we're in the era of, me speaking personally in the music industry, like most of the clients that I work with, I gotta produce the song. I gotta write on the song or help write it. I gotta maybe engineer on the song, maybe help out with the promotion come out. So I feel like we're in an era where you have to pick up more skills. The skills era. I mean, what do you think about that? You think we're in that era right now?
I know I can say this for sure. I feel like the more skills you have, you definitely can make a bigger footprint. You know what I'm saying? You look at people like J. Cole and I mean, shoot, even Kanye and other artists like Pharrell.
Shout out to J. Cole.
Yeah. They all, like, you know, he started making his own beats and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then he gets into the, like, understanding the engineering side of things, which I think if you translate over into like sports, I always tell my athletes, it's good to know your position, but it's also good to know the opposing position too. So if you're a receiver, it's good to know how DBs play. If you're a quarterback, it's good to know how linebackers play. You know what I'm saying? If you're offensive lineman, it's good to know defensive lineman. So like you said, the more skills you got, the more successful you will be for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Right, definitely. And you know, y'all know I played sports, but we're gonna bring a sports analogy, and we're gonna talk about them Cowboys.
Let's not talk about the Cowboys. Oh my
goodness. Cowboys got ate up last night, boy. But listen, I feel like this is my analogy with sports, guys, and we really want to help you guys get moving forward. And I feel like sports, football, we have everybody on the team. You can prepare for the game, right? You know, my coach always told me we're going to worry about what we can control, right? So what can we control? We can control the preparation. We can control the pregame, our schedule. We control our practices, our pregame meals. We can control just all of that during the game, our temperament, our control, our poise, our focus, right? We can control all of that, right? What we cannot control on the field is the referees. We cannot control the weather. You know what I'm saying? We cannot control the crowd noise, right? You know what I'm saying? So basically, look at that as life. You can control so much in your life. You can control, you know what I'm saying, what time you wake up, what you put in your body, who you surround yourself around, what skills you are learning. You can learn so much, you know what I'm saying, control so much. What you cannot control is the pandemic, right? You cannot control, you know, I had family members pass away, so death in the family. We can't control like life situations, right? But what we can do is say, you know, I feel like in the game, 15-yard penalty. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the referee's going to miss a call. Sometimes the referee is, you know, hey man, they're going to I like this other team better. Maybe they'll sway their calls a different way or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the game, you got to control what you can control and just start there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you fumble the ball, that's on you. That's not on
Ezekiel Elliott. Hold on to the football.
We love you, Zeke, but you know.
My goodness. Hold on to the football, Ezekiel Elliott. It's not that hard. High and tight, right here.
Anyway, but in life, you know what I'm saying? Like we've taken a hit. You know, politics, pandemic, life situation, food, money, all those type of things. You've taken a hit, but I feel like if we can master the things and just focus on what we can control, holding on to waking up in the morning with a smile on your face, you can control that.
Yeah.
You can control that, right? You can control how you maybe like treat your people on Facebook, YouTube, and social media. I mean, those are little things. Facts. And I think those actually kind of give us momentum to start being like, hey, you know, today was a good day. So tomorrow I got a little bit more momentum going. Oh, today I got a little bit more momentum. Let me do another goal, a bigger goal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of goes back to what we was talking about. You start seeing your history book of, oh man, this is what I've done in the past, you know. Yeah, man. Give me some more confidence.
Yeah, you gotta love that. Especially whenever you I guess maybe like just think about where you were at last year. Like October 20th, you know, last year, things, and you're like, man, where I was at, whether you're in a good spot or in a bad spot, you know, like you said, just control the controllables, right?
Right.
And as you can always control you.
Man, another point is, I feel like is big is asking for help. What do you think about that? That's like a tricky line though. Like yeah, I want you to ask for help, but some people just kind of like hand out, you know, you know, that's kind of.
it can be a thin line sometimes, especially with certain people, because man, like certain people, I was having this conversation with my younger brother, and like I love my brother, you know what I'm saying? I'm always take care of him and stuff like that. But I told him, I was like, man, I really feel like I've been bailing you out a lot. It's one thing whenever I'm helping you, and it's like, yeah, you need help, this and that. But it's like another thing when I feel like I'm always bailing you out. It's like whenever you get to that point where you just don't feel like you that they're really trying for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like you got to push yourself too. Like it's like, man, if you waking up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, ain't doing nothing, ain't looking for no, you know what I'm saying, way to find money and this and that and be successful, then you come to me whenever the rent due, and I'm like, man, hey, hold up, like I've been watching you not do what you're supposed to do for the last, you know what I'm saying, 2-3 weeks, and now you short on the rent and stuff like that. It's like you could have did better for yourself. But on the flip side of that, it's like you have people. Some people are doing everything they can possibly do. You waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you ain't going to sleep until 10, 11 o'clock at night, and you pretty much pack your schedule just trying to do everything you can do, and then sometimes you still come up short. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you ask for help, don't put your let your pride go, because we do need help. I mean, I know people like to segregate people and push people to the side, but to be honest, we're here on this planet to help each other. Like, to be completely honest, that's just what it is. If we wasn't, we'd all be here by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
man. We're stronger together, man. You know, you remember the analogy with the matchbox? You have the box that has all the matches. You take one match out, you can break it almost just instantly, but you take all those matches and try to break, it's a lot more difficult to break. But man, that's a great point right there, man. But let's wrap it up, man. Not too much longer, man. But I really feel like, you know, it's important for you guys out there trying to get traction. You know, a lot of stuff is going on this year, you know, but really figure out, you know, what's the goal and am I trying to do? Is it short-term goal? Is it long-term goal? And until you find that goal, you might not want to move. You know what I'm saying? Because you might find yourself just running in circles over and over. So you might be strategic and just not move. And, you know, from that point too, what do you think about deadlines? This is the last point that I think a lot of people miss out on is having a deadline or trying to press that deadline too early. Do you think people should have a deadline?
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the things you can set the goal, you know what I'm saying? And you can use that goal. Like, let's just say every day I want to drink a certain amount of water. So by this time, every single day, I want to make sure I drink like half a gallon or something like that, right? That's good to have that gauge, because it holds you accountable. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then you can hold yourself accountable by telling somebody else, like, hey, Kris, make sure you hit me up at 5 and see if I drink that half gallon water. You know what I'm saying?
Accountability partners.
Yeah, for real. And then so you look at that, and then the deadlines where it's a little bit more tougher or something like that, you can set a goal out for a month or 2 months or 3 months from now. And that deadline is going to make sure that you put pressure on yourself. Make sure you write your goals down too, by the way. Write them down, and then make sure you see them every day, or you can look at them every other day or something like that. But then also, so you don't want to make excuses, but you do want to give yourself grace sometimes, because sometimes you'll do it. Like I said, you're working as hard as you possibly can, and you just might not make that deadline. But it's good that you had it, because you put all that work in, and you know that, hey, I wasn't being lazy. I just didn't get it because that's not how it panned out. You know what I'm saying? But at least you tried. At least you tried it.
And just on a biblical term, guys, if you put the work in, you will be rewarded. Those who sleep around and don't do, you know what I'm saying? You will grow up. I mean, it's in the Bible. We ain't even going to go there on that one.
The story of the talents. Look at that. Check it out.
Yeah. You know, hey, one last little point, man, and hopefully just who are you serving? You know, I think that's a big thing too. It's like that kind of goes down to your heart, but who are you serving? And I feel like, you know, I'm specifically here. I'm specifically here to like give, you know, to reproduce and give back, to continue the cycle over and over. So, you know, if you, I know me, I was a waitress for like a couple weeks. I think 2 weeks at Cheddar's when I was in Dallas. So shout out to all the servers out there. Man, it ain't easy. Yeah. But you know, it takes humility to go out there and serve somebody else. So I feel like when you have these certain goals, it's a humility thing, but it's also like, I don't want to let you down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I'm serving you, it's like I have a little bit more humility, be like, man, I want to make sure that I don't let you down. You feel me? So that's like another little part. Maybe that hits you. And then once we do our short-term goals, you know what we got to do next, right? Turn up, celebrate yourself. You know, like, guys, celebrate yourself. You know, if you beat yourself up and you go through all the obstacles and challenges of accomplishing something, get traction. You know, you didn't win the Super Bowl, so don't go too crazy. But it's all right to, celebrate yourself some type of way, right?
Man, look, I have a tendency to do stuff, and it doesn't have to be like an extravagant party either, unless you want to have a party. But
invite me.
All right. But I think sometimes it's just something simple, like I like Amy's ice cream. You know what I'm saying? And my Amy's ice cream joint is a strawberry joint with strawberries in it, with the sprinkles, the rainbow sprinkles, and then throw some gummy bears in there. That's my favorite Amy's ice cream like dish. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I feel like I had a really good week, I've been really super productive, and I've got a lot of stuff done and finished and taken care of, hit up Amy's ice cream. Something simple, you know what I'm saying? Just really to just reward myself, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's something simple like that just continues to encourage and build on top of what you've already been doing. So think about that.
Yeah, definitely, man. Man, I hope these are, this is just a conversation, man. This was nothing planned. We just had a conversation before earlier this day. It was like, man, there's a lot of people that need some type of good news, some type of encouragement. And, I think that, we all have a long-term goal, a big goal that we want to accomplish for ourselves, for each other, for this world, and guys, like, those are all awesome. But you'll never eat an elephant with one bite. You got to start with one bite. And, we just wanted to, I just wanted to encourage you guys, let you know that, just because it's a long road, that doesn't mean that it's a hard road. Think about it. I travel a lot, and, I travel from Austin to Elgin or Manor or Austin to Dallas. For you guys that don't know, it's not that hard it's easy. It's just a regular road trip. If I said I was traveling from LA to New York, it's longer, but it's not any harder. I got the same weather, the same time, the same gas, same car. Everything's the same. It's just so don't start going into this new year 2021 or the rest of this year thinking, man, it's just an uphill battle. It's not really an uphill battle for every particular thing. It's just train your mindset to go that, what, I just need to be in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
It's not going to be harder. It's just the longer haul. Yeah. You feel me?
I like that.
So, hey guys, man, y'all celebrate yourself. Tell them, Pat G, what you got going on, man. Like, you out there doing a lot of stuff, actually.
Some people think I do too much, man, but it's all good. Now, I am right now. I'm an artist based in Austin, Texas. I've been wrapping up a lot of features. People have been sending me songs, so that's good. I think for somebody to really send you a track and be like, hey, I have this song and I thought of you. I feel like that's a really good thing to have. And so I've been wrapping up some features. I'll be dropping a new single of mine, featuring the Wild Prophets out there from the East Coast up in New York and stuff like that. I'll be dropping a feature with them pretty soon, sometime in November, I believe.
Nice.
And also if y'all need any training tips, hit me up. I got a lot of athletes that I coach and stuff like that, but I also do general fitness and stuff like that too. So holla at your boy. And like I always say, be relentless. We don't just talk it, we live it. Y'all can follow me everywhere at @IamPat_G, just like that.
We ain't got no music coming out. You done said all that. We ain't got no music coming out, bro.
Wait.
Like, we ain't working. Like,
just kidding. Me and Kris KeyZ. No. Actually, I just thought about that too. Me and Kris KeyZ have
put him on the spot, right?
Yeah, we have a song on my album called Justice League. I'm actually looking into getting a video shot for that song, so make sure y'all check that out. And my latest single is called "Wit," Whatever It Takes, produced by Kris KeyZ, the man himself.
Hey man, if you're a producer and you trying to get on the album, man, that's the best way to get on the album right there. You just tell them, hey man, I ain't on the project, and usually they, all right, bro, like, let's work. But hey man, like, y'all see me on YouTube, man. That's what I'm trying to build right now, man. The KeyZ method, man. I'm exposing and I'm giving the crack code to everything with the music industry, man. If you want to be a producer, if you want to learn how to go full-time as an artist, a music producer, piano lessons, I got that coming too, man. Look out for that. You know what I'm saying? December the 7th, that's the timeline on that. That's that's a sneak peek. But yeah, piano lessons, you'll be able to learn how to piano in a week. Think about that. That's crazy, in a week. I cracked the code. I've been doing this for 30 years. I've been playing piano for 30 years. So
talk that talk. I might have to sign for that.
But yeah, no, it's real though. But yeah, just follow us on YouTube, man. Follow me on subscribe on YouTube, man. That's the best thing you could do for an independent artist. Guys like ourselves, man. Just subscribe, share, and just tell somebody. We're not asking for your money. You know, I mean, we put products out there because that's how we do survive. If you rock with us, you know, thank you for the PayPals and the subscription. But most importantly, man, just y'all tuning in. For the guys that are watching on live, hello. We got a couple cameras set up, but you know, you guys tuning in, subscribing, and liking and sharing, man. That's the best thing. Thank you so much for doing that.
It's having me on too, man. It's the big homie. It's the big homie, man. It's the big
hey, so
right here,
y'all check out next and what November. I'm starting a brand new series. I just finished a series called 14 Keys of Thinking Like a Pro. Grammy Award winners, Dove songwriters, engineers, lawyers. So go check that out for the industry tips on that. Highly recommend that. It's incredible. Yeah. But I'm about to do another series in November, and it's Artist of the Week. I got hundreds of artists I can get at, but I'm specifically reaching out to Pat G and guys that are out there hustling and just giving them a bigger platform or another platform. I won't say a bigger platform, but just another platform for them to expose their music and what they're out here hustling and doing out here in these streets.
Yeah.
But hey, man, we love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Go out there, leave a comment. Tell me what you're doing in your short-term goals. And I want to be a part of that, man. I want to ride all the way to the top of the mountain, to the tip top with you guys. All right?
Yeah.
Y'all be easy.
Be relentless. We don't just talk, we live it.
All right. Peace, guys.
That's good.
Yeah, you know.